and it's Monday. It's time to do homework. I gotta clean. I've been gone for the week. I've been resting. The permanent like crap. I still gotta do my homework. I literally have not done anything for the entire week. I got really bad back pain over the last week, and I took some time to rest and heal. And unfortunately, as a consequence of that, um, hold on. Let's see if this is going to be. Okay, that's fine. As a consequence of that, this is where I'm sitting. So this is where I'm at. 62.1. You need a 61 to pass. My last assignment, I got a 35 on the submission because when I finally had time to sit down and do the assignment, I had wasted so much time that I couldn't finish it. So hopefully this time, between now and Monday, I can get the second lap done in time to get a higher grade so that I can pass. If I get another 35, I'm not gonna pass. So this is just the part where I start running. I am going to run, but right now I'm just gonna start getting cleaned and getting stuff organized. This is just the process. These videos are just to show you what it takes to actually be a functional adult, so that you can so that you can actually see the work. Everyone nowadays, we got all these time lapse videos, all of these shorts and stuff, and actually getting things done is super difficult. I say high end response. So yeah, so this is functional adulting. I've been running every 2 miles for the last year, and I've got 100K coming up within the next couple of weeks. Just being consistent about getting things done. I'm in school taking programming so that I can build a video game. I'm designing an all-female fighting game. At least that's the goal. So, my 2 cents is a channel dedicated to science and philosophy, and I don't have the time that I would like to have to put into it the way that I would need to put into it. So this is what we get. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So let's get it. I'm gonna do my dishes. I'm gonna take my energy supplements. I'm gonna sit on my computer and work on the story I've been writing for a while. Then I'm gonna go run. Then I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna work on my homework until I get tired and go to sleep. And I'm going to do it all over again. finished working on this story. Yes, you're just looking at me cleaning dishes. Yeah, I'm actually writing a story, so and I need to do homework, so I'm trying to balance between the two. Dishes are done, supplements are about to be taken. I'm almost at the point where I can start writing this actual story. Getting there, slowly but surely. Life be life. I have these meetings that I need to watch. There's 3 videos. Oh, just 2 videos. Wait, no. I think there's a third. 5. Yeah, there's 3. 3 freaking videos. Guess I'll set it up. And well, I can't go too far. Guess I'll have to do. I honestly don't know what to do. I need to do my homework, but I want to work on my story. Those are just GNC Mega Man multivitamins. And protein shakes and other protein supplements, nootropic, Pico, things of that nature. Just helps keep my energy level up. I don't get the rest that I need, so this helps balance it all out. And then I go do a 2-mile run. I need actual water too. Dang it. I'm slowly making progress on this story. I'll be leaving to go around here in a second. Nothing super interesting is going to happen. I'm just going to keep recording myself. You can do anything in life, and anyone can disagree. When I first started Runday, sorry, I'm being all random. When I first started Runday, the goal was to teach science, right? Apply science to your day to day life so that you could achieve your goals and actualize what it is you're trying to do in life. And I was like, yeah, I'll just start running, recording the data, and then use the data, track the data, and then use that information to um, teach the principles of applied science. I'm not a I didn't go to college for science. I just have instead of being a person that followed religion and having a belief system, I was able to learn principles of science at a very young age. Watching like Bill Nye the Science Guy and Beakman's World and just reading encyclopedias and stuff. So as I understood that objective truths of nature were absolute if you accepted them instead of rejecting them with your cognitive bias, I built my foundation on that. So I was like, yeah, I'll just run and then I'll record my data and I'll track everything because I realized that I realized that the only thing missing in our day to day life, and ironically enough, this applies to a religious belief based system as well. The only thing missing of our everyday life that applies to a scientific discipline is that we individually don't write the things that we do down and track our success and our failures in a formal way. If you write, when you write something down, it becomes an absolute state that won't change, right? If I say I want to wake up tomorrow at 8 o'clock in the morning and go for a 2 mile run, I impose a self discipline on myself and I give myself an objective that I should be able to follow. When 8 o'clock shows up and I don't get up to run, the thing that I said I was going to do, I didn't do it, right? Um, that's oppositional to I want to get up at 8 o'clock in the morning and run, and then at 7:30 I get up and then I go run at 7:30. I still didn't do the thing that I said I was going to do because I ran 30 minutes earlier than what I planned. But the way that we perceive our world, it doesn't carry the same weight if I do something earlier than if I do it later, opposed to doing it on time. So in that spectrum of how we operate as individuals and as human beings in general, there's a disconnect, right? Because I can also say, well, the reason why I didn't get up at 8 o'clock and run is because of this or because of that. And sometimes your reasoning is valid, like how I just experienced back pain. Like sometimes your reasoning is valid. My low grade is the result of my back hurting, and my back is hurting because I'm not doing what I need to do. I'm too busy focusing on working and all this other stuff, so it's having a negative effect on me. Um, Writing stuff down as a part of the empirical data system is why I started Run Day. And the reason why I started live streaming it was because I realized that even if I go do a 2 mile run, who has to believe it? No one has to believe that I ran 2 miles. If I say, yeah, I ran 2 miles for the last couple of months and I've been recording the data and here's all the information, no one has to believe it, right? So I was like, well, I could just record, I could live stream it and that would be like a peer review, which is an important part of the scientific discipline. So that's the reason why I'm live streaming the mundane parts of my life. There's stuff that I'm moving toward a goal slowly but surely, and disciplining myself in a very macroscopic way toward my end game goal is the only way to get from where I am to where I need to be. This idea that you have to just make a hard change for everything is where a lot of us fail. Sometimes you have to incrementally get from where you are to where you want to be. And it's within the incrementing toward your objective that you find the most success. Because a lot of times when you're trying to increment your way to something, someone else or some other thing will prevent that. Like the job I have, I I've been letting them know since I've set this goal to run a 60 mile 100K on the 1st of January at the beginning of this year. I started this year with a New Year's run, and I'm getting hired on the 15th. I've been working through a temp agency since about August of this year at the job I currently have. So August, September, October, November, December. They're gonna hire me on the 15th of December, which is within like the next week or two. So I'm letting him know now that on the first I need the 31st, the first, and the second off so I can do my run. Well, they're making it seem like it's a big deal to give me that time off, and the thing is it's like, well, you should just not do that thing that you're planning on doing because work has to be more important. You can push your run back until the the 31st. The first falls on the first falls on Thursday. So I need Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday off for my run. Today is the 6th, and I let my manager know on the 2nd of December. So if it's inconvenient for them, they might not give me my day. They give me the days off. They might not approve the time off, right? Me and my uncle were talking, and he made a comment about. I said, now that I have ChatGPT, I think ChatGPT is capable of designing the game, like coding it from scratch. It just needs to be properly incremented to the steps to do it at the level that it needs to get done at. So the probability of me actually being able to make my game is super high right now because I'm 43 at the moment. So my uncle, and he's been doing this a lot, and it's really irritated me now that I'm in my 40s. He said, well, I'm glad to hear that. I don't know why you didn't make a game earlier. And I said, well, I didn't make a game earlier in life because I didn't have the resources, I didn't have the finances. And he, like he always does, said, that sounds like excuses to me. And it irritates me because you've been in my life. The funny part is this is the reason why I'm trying to make the Mike Juice Life System. Because if I had all the journals, then I could show. It's like my grade. My grade is not a 35 because I didn't do anything with my time. Like I had to remind myself that your back hurts. You just seen in the video the back spasms. And if you injure yourself beyond your ability to function, it won't matter. If you're in physical pain and you can't get up, it won't matter. If I have to call off work, I'm not gonna be able to get money. If I can't make money, I can't pay my rent. If I can't pay my rent, I'm gonna get kicked out of my apartment. You don't get your time back, right? So this idea, like every decision you made or every choice that was presented to you, is a consequence of your inability to be a responsible adult, is not how life works. The way life actually works is you do the best you can with what you have in the time that you have it, and you don't focus or waste energy thinking about past decisions while you're trying to move toward the future. You do what you can now, and then you try to maximize now to be to have the most the highest impact toward success for future presence, right? We live in a present state. You plan for the future, you use your past to make decisions from. And that's the way life works. You don't get to sit in the future and look at the past and be like, well, I don't understand why you didn't do it. I didn't have any fucking money. I didn't have any money. I was paying child support. It was taking 51% of my income. I didn't have any money. That's how it works. I told my stepmother when I was 19, no, I was 22. When I was 22, I told my stepmother, hey, I don't want to give you all of my rent. I don't want to give you all my check because I want to put $50 up to pay my debt for school so I can go back to school for video game design. My stepmother said, that's not good enough. If you can't give me all of the money that you owe me, then you can't live here. And at the age of 22, what am I supposed to do? Right? Like, I don't have enough experience in life to make good, sound decisions about moving forward. What I should have did was I should have just went and got an apartment. But again, when you don't know enough about life and you don't have people around you that are trying to help you be successful, you don't know how to make good, sound decisions, right? I was 22. I had a job and I had a source of income. I just didn't think, hey, go to this apartment complex, find out what the process is to get an apartment. I didn't think about that. It was like, well, where am I going to live? Right? Where am I going to live? And that's just the reality. What am I going to do? So I want to move in with my girlfriend at the time. She got pregnant. She didn't want to marry me. We were engaged. She didn't want to marry me. She didn't want to have a life with me. But in the present, yeah, we're going to be functional adults. We're not going to do all the stuff that people say, that how all these relationship things are. And I'm not going to be the kind of man that people say that men stereotypically are. I'm not trying to do any of that stuff. So since I'm setting myself up for success, and I want to be a responsible adult, and I want to be faithful, and I want to be genuine and kind and decent and honest, then I shouldn't have the adversities that I see other people struggling with because I'm just gonna do the things the way I'm supposed to do them, right? It's not what happened. My stepmother didn't want to allow me to live with her. She wanted a certain amount of money for rent. I wasn't getting enough money at work because I was trying to become a manager, and trying to become a manager reduced my hours and reduced my income because they were, instead of training me, they were just using me, and then they would use me until they didn't have the labor anymore, and then they would send me home early, right? Because I wasn't being trained, I was just being used. So I wound up getting sent home early. I went from having a stable 40-hour-a-week job to trying to promote getting less hours and then being used instead of being trained and sent home early, which meant that I couldn't afford to pay rent. And then instead of my stepmother understanding that, hey, I want to do this thing with my life and my future, she was like, well, you can't give me the money that I'm asking you for. You can't keep your own money so you can get out, even though I wasn't giving her. It's like I wasn't giving you the rent anyway. And the little bit that I was making, I wanted to just use a little bit of it for myself, but that was a problem. So since that was a problem, I had to leave. So I wound up leaving, staying with my girlfriend, my fiance at the time, so that we could build a life. And instead of that being what she wanted, she did what she wanted to do with her own decision making and ruined the next 18 years of my life. I don't blame her, but that's my uncle saying, I don't understand why you didn't do it sooner. Well, the reason why I didn't do it sooner is because of all of the bullshit that you say is an excuse, right? So since those things are excuses, then there's no need for me to make an effort, or there's no rational way to get from where I was to where I am. And you don't look back into the past and try to make decisions about what you should have done. The vantage point of the present and the future is not what you do to judge yourself about your past. Because if you would have known what you know, and if you would have known the things that you learned from the decisions you made and the consequence of the outcomes of the things that you did, you would have never done those things. If you knew that if I turn left at this light at this exact moment, I'm gonna get into an accident, you would have paused. You would not have turned. You would not have accelerated. You would have paused so that car could have went by you. You don't get to sit there and look at your car and be like, damn, I shouldn't have did that. It's too fucking late, right? It's counterproductive and a waste of time. Now you have to figure out what you're gonna do to move forward from this event. And that's pretty much where I am moving forward in life right now. There's too much energy in this world about trying to prove that you're not good enough, you're not capable, and that you should just stand still. And the reality is that the world really just doesn't fucking care. And since the world really doesn't fucking care, you should be selfish about doing the best you can for you and minimizing how much you negatively affect the people around you, that's actually the best thing that you should do for yourself, from what I've been learning. Because the true goal of life is to be of service to the people around you, to maximize everybody's success. We should all be willing to sacrifice a little bit of ourselves to see somebody else grow so that they can have enough to be able to sacrifice a little bit of themselves to keep pulling you with them. And unfortunately, we're not doing that. Like if everybody's climbing up a mountain, we should all be willing to sacrifice the possibility that we will fall to save someone else from falling, so that if we do fall, they will be in a position to save us from falling. But the world isn't like that. It's like everybody's trying to get to the top of this mountain and there's not enough resources at the top for everybody. So we're kind of hoping that people will fall, so there'll be less people to compete against once we get to the top, which is counterproductive and ironic. Like that's the mentality. So, but yeah, I'm ranting and raving. Let me get back to life. This is going to be. Is this story?
The five-act structure, the omnitorque, and the embodied law. Setting. Second timeline. The bound existential reality established by the Mother Goddess during the Age of the Sphinx, before the dragons are fully realized as major players. Act 1. The imposition of the lie, introduction, and inciting incident. Focus. Establish the oppressive reality of the Mother Goddess system, MGS, and introduce the core defenders of the principle. Beat. Opening scene narrative event. Introduction of Goddess Ma'at and her daughter Seshet, both ably operating the courts of Ma'at in the second timeline. The courts are functional, but operate under the shadow of the Mother Goddess's jurisdiction. Ontological stakes. The audience sees Ma'at's reality is only a copy of the principle, held by sheer will. Beat. Inciting incident narrative event. The Mother Goddess sends a powerful, nonviolent existential harvester to challenge a fundamental judgment, a legal attack on Ma'at's claim to truth. Ontological stakes. The challenge is designed to prove that Ma'at's law is flawed/unworthy, opening the door for the Mother Goddess to usurp her authority. Beat. Rising Action 1 narrative event. Ma'at successfully defends the ruling, but realizes the harvester's true purpose. They are searching for the omnitorque, the source of objective truth that the Mother Goddess failed to assimilate. Ontological stakes. Ma'at begins the desperate internal search for the torque. Act 2. The revelation of the torque, rising action and descent. Focus. Ma'at.
Let's go, Ryan. Let's go, Ryan. It's time to go fly. Dignity, nothing can be as savage as a one taste is never enough. No, can't you come with me? Close your eyes and dream. Dreaming, 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 and all dreaming. Bono, 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 bono. Dreaming, 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 and all dreaming, dreaming, dreaming. Dreaming, 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 dreaming. No words, no talk, we'll go dreaming. No pain, no hurt, we'll go dreaming. Eyes are coming near, close your eyes and dream. No words, no talk, we'll go dreaming. No pain, no hurt, we'll go dream. No words, we'll go dream. And dream. No words, no talk will go dreaming. No pain, no hurt will go dreaming. No words, no talk will go dreaming. No pain, no hurt will go dreaming. No words, no talk will go dreaming. No pain, no hurt will go dreaming. No word, no talk will go dreaming. No pain, no hurt. I feel I don't know how to sleep at night. I'm not breathing one, trying to find where I lost my mind, going insane. What's in your eyes? I don't know why. I think that night, I'm breathing wide, trying to find where I lost my mind, going insane. It's all a game. Don't know my name, 'cause I lost my mind. Starting to die. Not breathing wide, trying to find where I lost my mind, going insane. It's all a game. Don't know my name, 'cause I lost my mind. Excuse me. You're good. I'm turning around at that sign down there. on till the end of time, torn away from you. Close my eyes and drift away. Oh, but I fear that I will never find a way to heal my soul. And I will wander till the end of time, torn away from you. My heart is broke. Please, please, my darling angel, deliver us from sorrow's hole. Inside my heart, I can't go on living this way. I can't go back the way I came. Chained on this fear that I'll never find a way to heal my soul. And I will wander till the end of time. Half a life without you. My heart is broken. Sleep, sleep, my dark angel. Deliver us. Chain, open your mouth till the light. I've been on so long, oh so long. Say goodbye, goodbye. My heart is broken. Release me. Deliver us. My heart is broken. Sleep, sleep, my dark angel. Deliver us. My heart is broken. Sleep, sleep, my dark angel. Deliver us from sorrow's hole. If you want me, if you want me, oh you want me, if you want me, if you want me, oh you want me, if you want me. If all you want me, if all you want me, if all you want, if all you want me, 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 you want me, want me. I want more than you can give. I'm so cold. With every kiss, I can't cope with a love like this. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. I can go on the grace of the love and the illustrate everything. It feels like I just don't turn the tides I feel. One love, nothing ever comes for free. This world is watching me. This world is watching me. If all you want me, 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 if all you, and it drains the blood so me, it pales my skin so deep. Now all that's left is all I need. This world is watching me. This world is watching me. Boom, 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 boom. If all you want me, 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 all you want me. Ba 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 ba. This world is watching me. This world is watching me. Want me if all you want me, if all you want me, all you want me, want me if all you want me. Hasn't changed, still a mess. I'm gonna restart the stream. I shall return.